Good morning, everybody. Another noisy ride. Is that back door unlocked? No, it's my door. Another noisy ride to work. It rained a little bit, more like sprinkled. Oh, I'm freaking tired. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Oh my God. Oh. So I tried this new pre-workout when it came in the mail yesterday, just so I could try it and see if I like it. And it tastes like cherry Jolly Rancher. It's really good. So I decided I was gonna save it, make me a pre-workout drink before I go to work. Be a little bit energized. It's a lot better than energy drinks. Oh man. And I think my lawnmower blew up. I think the carburetor went out on my lawnmower. Not happy about that. So, just like everything else around the house, it's falling apart. When you live in a trash state like Illinois, nobody has money to do anything. I need to get the hell out of here really fast. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I didn't even stay up late either. I just think I just slept real hard. Hey, yo, pay attention, bro. Yo, broski, man. Nobody gives a shit about your Mercedes or your phone. The fuck out of the way. Anywho, the fuck out of my way. Jesus Christ, I gotta go to work. Who said it was Friday? Take your dog to work day. The electrician's got their dog with them. What's up? How you doing? Anyway, it's 8 o'clock in the morning on a lovely Friday. Overcast, a little bit of sprinkle. My car sounds like shit. My lawnmower blew up. Just another fabulous fucking day. Jesus Christ. Lord Almighty, help me, have mercy on my soul. Oh. So I guess Jimmy Kimmel got fired. I'm going to explain this to everybody so everybody understands. You get a job anywhere. 9 times out of 10, most jobs will look for your social medias. They will ask you on your application about your social medias, at least here in Illinois. I don't know anywhere else in the country, but when you put down your social media, if you do some funny shit that they don't like, they will fire your ass. It's not about your right of freedom of speech. Everybody has that. What it's about is how you make the company look. So when you go out there and you start celebrating somebody's death or start running your mouth and telling lies and stuff that's not true, you're going to get fired. So you guys need to wake up to that if you guys ain't already. Jimmy Kimmel's no different. Stephen Colbert's no different. The View's no different. Anyone from Fox News, anyone from any news company, it's no different. And then when you got the man, one of the best presidents ever in office, who runs the FCC, then you know you fucked up. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't have a problem with Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert getting fired. And here's the thing, Stephen Colbert is a fucking liar. And this is how I know this. When Donald Trump announced he was running for presidency back in 2015, he was a guest on Stephen Colbert's show. And Stephen Colbert supported Donald Trump until he started getting backlash. When he started getting backlash, that's when he had to change his views. I still believe that Stephen Colbert supports Donald Trump. He just can't say it out loud. Because if he does, it'll be a lot worse than what losing his night show. And let's be honest, I'm 48 years old. Ain't nothing like the Johnny Carson show. Jimmy Fallon's next. If you don't watch his P's and Q's, he's next. But I doubt he's going to ever get fired. And here's why. I think it was a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, he had Gutfeld from Fox News on there. And I think Jimmy Fallon is like opening up to the floor to everyone the way it should be. It should not be sitting here telling lies about current events when they don't know the truth. I don't know the truth. I'm not going to sit here and bark about shit I don't know about. It is. Hello, everybody. You know is the fact that you run your mouth, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's the way it is. Hey, listen, I've been fired from plenty of jobs for saying I can't say this and I can't say that. Well, do you stand with your freedom of speech, or do you keep your mouth shut and you go to work and you pay your bills? The best thing to do is to shut your fucking mouth, go to work, clock in, clock out, pay your bills. You're not there to make friends. You're there to make money. Work is not a social construct. Work is there for you to have to go pay your bills. Take care of your family. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. If you gain a couple of friends out of work, hey man, that's just a bonus. I'm not saying make friends. I'm not saying that at all. But are those truly the friends you want to hang with? Some of them, yes. Most of them, hell no. That's why I work a job the way I work. I work at a shop, a smoke shop, a shop that allows me to work by myself, allows me to be a manager, allows me to have control over a team. Not really control, but just to manage a team. Because to be honest with you, any job you work at, manager or not, somebody's above you. But I don't have friends at my job. I got friends. I don't need more friends. A lot of people cannot trust, especially your coworkers. Because most of them are there for one reason only, to get a paycheck and see how many knives they can stick in somebody's back and twist them. Tell me I'm wrong. I ain't wrong. I'm not wrong. On 9/10, Charlie Kirk lost his life. On 9/11, thousands of people lost their lives. Plus, it was also my wife's birthday. She don't like celebrating her birthday anymore because of the day that it's on. But, and then we have, a few days before that, what's her name? Got stabbed on a bus or a train or whatever on that bus. Stabbed to death for no reason. The Ukrainian woman. That's sad. Here's what I know. Here's what I do know. I'm in Illinois, right? Chicago is short by 3,000 police officers. The city is run rapid with crime. I know, it's my own city. I used to live there. I don't live there anymore, but I remember what it was when I was living there as a kid. And Chicago was a lot better when I was a kid than it is now. And when you sit there and defund the police, like the Democrats have, and you're short 3,000 police officers, you're going to have the crime you have. And then you want to sit there and lie to the people and say, it's safe city. No, it's not. You're not going to donate $400, man. Quit lying. Anywho, little trolls, man. Trolls. But when you defund the police, you have what you have in Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Portland, Chicago, New York, the Bronx, Maryland. You have crime that increases. And you have these gun safety zones that have more guns than everywhere else. Tell me how that works. Explain that one to me. Gun safety zones isn't really safe, is it? It don't work. But if you put these mentally sane vets in schools, armed, none of this shit would happen in schools. The Colorado shooting happened about what, an hour after the Charlie Kirk assassination? I mean, 3 kids lost their lives. It's sad, man. But if there was armed guards there, it wouldn't have happened. Now would it? My local high school here, ever since I was a kid, they've always had armed guards there. They've always had police there. Not one freaking shooting ever. None of the 3 schools that are here, the high schools. None of them. Not one. Ever. So, tell me that having armed guards at a school don't work, because it does. That's just the way it is. And when you take away programs for these kids to fund illegals that shouldn't be here, you're going to cause more crime, because you're going to have to pull resources from schools. You got to pull resources away from keeping kids safe. And that's the Democrat policies. Bottom line. I remember America where you didn't have to look over your shoulder. I remember America where everybody loved each other. I grew up in a multicultural neighborhood where every mother in that neighborhood was the mother of every child in that neighborhood. We all rode each other's bikes, left each other's bikes in the yards. Every mother would scold every child. It was just the way it was, man. Everybody was invited to the same barbecue. Nobody was left out. Everybody believed in God, read the Bible, went to church. That's just the way it was. Can't get back to that by false propaganda pushed by the left or false propaganda pushed by the right. We need to let America politicians know that we voted for them. We voted for them to protect our rights, not to try to strip them away and tell us what we can and can't do. That's the bottom line, and that's the truth. And if we all can't agree with that, then I don't know what. Then America's really in a bad shape. But I guess Antifa was declared as a terrorist organization, which is something I've been saying for 25 years. You don't see anybody from the right any the right-wing groups on the right burning cities down. You don't see that at all. No cities burned down when Charlie Kirk got assassinated. No cities burned down when old girl got stabbed on the bus. Ain't none of that happened. Even when I was a kid and somebody took pop shots not once, not twice, but 3 times at Ronald Reagan because they didn't like Ronald Reagan as much as they didn't like Donald Trump. Nobody burned those cities down. Didn't do all that. Even when Vietnam happened, I don't think, I have to go back and research that, but even when Vietnam happened and all those protests back then, I don't think any cities burned down. I know they blew up some cars and set some cars on fire, but they didn't burn whole cities down. So, like I said, I have to go back and research that. I'm not for sure. But we're almost into my 20-minute ride to work. I hope y'all have a good day. Stay positive. Get you some pre-workout, man. Start your day. No sugar, no artificial flavors, no none of that. Get you some pre-workout. Start your day out the right way. Stop drinking all that nasty coffee. Stop giving money to Starbucks. And start thinking about your health. Because I'm 48, man. I'm not getting any younger. I got a lot more summers and falls and Christmases behind me than I do in front of me. And I got to get healthy. And that's getting healthy. It's like a liquid Jolly Rancher, man. That shit is fire. But go Cubbies. We're in the playoffs. Hope we make it all the way to the series. Man, somebody lost their golf ball. Anywho. Smoke a bowl. Do a pre-workout. Go to the gym. Go for a walk. Just live your lives, man. Social media is the devil. Use it to benefit yourself. Don't use it to endanger others. Don't use it to troll. Use it to benefit you. Support other content creators. We got GenX Unchained, YouTube, Rumble, X, Facebook, Twitch. You got Ray's Moto Life Unfiltered. Check them out. The Rabbit Hole Unchained. Check them out. Mythical Rides, Mythical Themes. Check her out. Lolly's pretty cool girl. I also got to stop smoking, man. This is a fucking killer, dude. You know, you got to stop smoking. If you have anything in life you want to work on not smoking. Did somebody lose a car part or a sink part? That's fucking crazy. I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway, a junk man, a scrapper, a bum on the street will pick that up. And listen, I don't know what the hell that was. We got to get our vets off the streets. That should be our number one focus. Vets should never have to want for nothing. They went and risked their lives, put their lives on the line. They should never have to want a house. They should never have to need for medical. They should never have to do any of that. What the hell are these guys doing here? God, my car is needing bad repairs. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I cheated. I don't like seatbelts. I cheated. It's sprinkling again. I guess if I need insurance, I could go to State Farm. Why is my camera so messed up? There we go. No. State Farm across the street from my job. Anywho, y'all have a good one. Peace. Remember, pre-workout, stop smoking cigarettes, go to the gym, do something that's going to be worth your time, and respect others the way you would want to be treated and respected. That's all I got to say. Until next time, I'm GenX Dave. This is GenX Unchained. We're out.